Hi, hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. This is Vijay Girtori, and in this video, we are going to discuss about what is load balancer and how to create an application load balancer in AWS. So here, load balancers is a service which is provided by Amazon Web Services, which the incoming traffic is efficiently and automatically distributed to all the backend servers. In that manner, it improves the speed and performance. And when it comes to load balancers, here we are having three different types of load balancers, which is like application load balancer, network load balancer, and gateway load balancer. So to see that, you need to select EC2 and directly go for load balancers. And at last, you can see load balancing, and you need to select load balancers. And you need to select create load balancer. Here you can see we are having three different types of load balancers, which is like application load balancer, network load balancer, and gateway load balancer. And here application load balance allows HTTP and HTTPS protocols, and it allows path-based routing. And network load balance allows TCP, UDP, TLS protocols, and it allows port-based routing. And gateway load balance is used by third-party applications. And in this video, we are going to create an application load balancer to distribute the load between two different EC2 instances. So I will show you one image, guys. Here you can see to distribute the load between two different EC2 instances, we need to create EC2 instance in two different availability zones, guys. Here you can see in image you can see availability zone 1 and this is availability zone 2. And after that, we need to create a load balancer and we need to create an one EC2 instance in availability zone 1 and another EC2 instance in availability zone 2. And we need to add these two EC2 instances to a target group and we need to add the target group to an application load balancer. Then it will distribute the traffic to these two EC2 instances, guys. And let's create an Amazon EC2 instance first. Directly go to EC2 and you need to select instances. And here you need to select launch instance. And before creating this instance, I want to show you something, guys. I will select VPC and here you can see this is the VPC which I have been created previously. This is the custom VPC which I have been created and under subnets. Here you can see I have created three different subnets which is like public subnet 1, public subnet 1, public subnet 3. So when I select public subnet 1, here you can see this is the availability zone. I have created in availability zone US East 1A. And when I select public subnet 2, I have created in availability zone US East 1B. So when I select public subnet 3, I have created in availability zone US East 1C. So I have created these three subnets in three different availability zones to distribute the traffic between EC2 instances. So let's create an Amazon EC2 instance, guys, first, and I will explain you. Here I'm giving the name like instance 1, and here I'm going to select Amazon Linux, and this is the MI 2023 MI, and we need to select instance type T2 micro is enough, and we need to select the key pair. And when it comes to networking settings, we need to select the VPC. Under this VPC, we are going to create this EC2 instance. And here you can see this is the subnet. Right now, we are having three different subnets. I have created three different subnets. And I'm going to select public subnet 1. And this public subnet 1 is created under availability zone of US East 1A. Here you can see US East 1A. And we need to select security group. I'm going to select this security group. And 8 GB is enough. And in advanced details, we are going to write user data. So I will copy this and I'll paste it here. Here, this is the shebang, guys. And here you can see update FNY means it will update our ECD instance, and after that it will install HTTPD web server, and after that it will start HTTPD web server, and after that it will enable HTTPD web server using echo. It will display message like hello Vijay from hostname. Hostname means it will display private IP address of our EC2 instance, and it will display in where www HTML path, guys. So this is all about this. And we have created an availability zone. Here you can see we have created availability zone under US East 1A. Just remember this, guys. And I am going to select launch instance. So now one instance will be created. So here you can see it is in pending state. So let's create another EC2 instance. Select launch instance. And here I am giving instance 2. And here I am going to select AMI type like Amazon Linux and T2 micro and key pair EC2 key. And we need to select the VPC. Under this VPC, we are going to create EC2 instance. And here previously we have created EC2 instance under public subnet 1, that means under availability zone of US East 1A. Right now I'm going to create under public subnet 2, that means under here you can say availability zone US East 1B. Under US East 1B I'm going to create this EC2 instance. So here we need to select security group and 8 GB is enough. Here also I'm going to write EC2 user data. Same EC2 user data guys, but it will assign private IP address to this EC2 instance. That private IP address will be displayed here. So let's select launch instance. Here you can see again I'm telling you we are going this instance 2 we are going to create under US East 1B. So I'm going to select launch instance and let's keep here you can see one instance is in running state and other instance, let's reload this. See, instance 2 is in pending state. So let's keep instance state is equal to running. So it will display all the running instances here, guys. So right now, one instance is in running state. Previously, using EC2 user data, we have installed HTTP web server and we have written something. So to check that, you need to copy this. You need to select instance 1 and you need to select public IPv4 address. You need to copy this and let's paste it here. And it will display message, guys. You can see hello Vijay from IP 10.0.0.0.254.ec2.internal. So just remember this 10.0.0.0.254. When I come here, here you can see this is the private IPv4 address 10.0.0.0.254. It was displaying our private IP address. So let's reload this. And here you can see our instance 2 is in running state. So let's select this and let's select private IP address. Just remember this guys, private IP address of instance 2 is 10.0.1.229. So when I copy our private IP address here, it will display our instance 2 private IP address. Here you can see 10.0.1.229. This is the private IP address of our EC2 instance. Sorry, instance 2. Here you can see this is the private IP address. So to distribute the load between these two EC2 instances, we need to create a load balancers, guys. So in that purpose, to distribute the load between two different EC2 instances or any of the how many you can create how many EC2 instances, that is up to your wish. To distribute the load, we need to create a load balancers. So directly come to load balancers. So select load balancers and you need to select create load balancer. And in this video, we are going to create an application load balancer. So we need to select under application load balancer, we need to select here create. And here we need to give the name of the load balancer. So when we create a load balancer, we need to create a target group, guys. Here when I come down, here you can see under load balancing, you can see first load balances. Under load balances, you can see here target groups. First, we need to create a target group. Guys, here target group is nothing but target group tells to a load balancer way to divert a traffic either to a fixed IP address or through a lambda functions or it may be anything. So while creating a target group, I will explain you that. So let's create a load balancer and I'm giving the name like my application load balancer for demo. I'm giving same like this guys. And here you can see it was asking schema like internet facing or internal. That means this load balancer you are using is for internet or internal. So I'm going to use internet facing. So I'm going to select internet. And IP address type is I'm going to select IPv4 because we are using IPv4 address type. And here we need to select VPC. Under which VPC we are going to create this load balancer. So I'm going to create under my VPC. So you need to select my VPC and you need to select the subnets guys here. Under this subnets, we are going to create this EC2 instances. So we need to select the subnets. You can see US East 1A, US East 1B, US East 1C. Right now we have created US East 1A and EC2, sorry, instance 1 is created under US East 1A and instance 2 is created under US East 1B. So I'm going to select this also guys, no problem. And we need to select security groups. I'm going to select SG security group and this is the security group I'm selecting. And here you can see it was asking target group. And here the protocol which we are using is HTTP. And application load balance allows HTTP and HTTPS protocols. And these are the two. So here we are using HTTP. So the protocol which we are using HTTP and the default port of HTTP is 80. So we need to select 80. And we need to select here target group. So right now we haven't created a target group. So let's create a target group. So select this and I will open it in a new tab. And here you need to select create target group. And here you can see here target group is nothing but target group that tells to a load balancer where to divert a traffic either to a fixed IP addresses or through a lambda functions. And here you can see when we are creating a target group, it was asking to which pipes you need to distribute the traffic, either to EC2 instances or through any of the fixed IP addresses or through any of the lambda functions or through any of the application load balancer. In this video, we are going to distribute to this EC2 instances. So I am going to select instances and we need to give the target group name. So I am giving my target group for ALB application load balancer. Here we can see this is the name I am giving and the protocol which we are using is HTTP and the default port number of HTTP is 80 guys and IP address type is IPv4 and we need to select the VPC under which VPC we are going to create. This is the VPC, my VPC and we need to select the protocol version like HTTP1 and these are okay and you need to select next and here you can see right now we created two different EC2 instances. So I will show you the TC2 instances to avoid your confusions, guys. And I'll open this. And here you can see right now we have created two different TC2 instances, instance 1 and instance 2. And under in two different availability zones like US East 1A and US East 1B. So when I come to target groups, here you can see these are the two EC2 instances. So we need to select these two EC2 instances and we need to select here include as pending below. When I select include as pending below, it will these two instances will register here guys. Here you can see it was added to targets and we need to select create target group. And you can see target group has been created successful. So when I select target groups, this is the target group. So when I select this target group, here in details you can see the target type is like instances. We have given target type instances and protocol is HTTP. We are using the protocol HTTP and the default port number of HTTP is 80 and the protocol version is HTTP1 and this is the VPC. Under this VPC we have created and here you can see total targets we have given is 2 and in targets you can see we have given 2 targets. So it was showing here 2 targets and the here it will show the healthy instances. So right now we are having 0 healthy instances. These are the 0 unhealthy instances. Right now these 2 targets is in unused. So that's why here it was showing unused. And when you come to targets, here it will show the all the target instances here. Right now it is in unused guys. Here you can see and this is the availability zones. One is created under USist 1A and one is created under USist 1B. And the default port number of this is 80. Under this is running under HTTP. And this is the instances USist instance 1 and instance 2. And this is the instance ID. And we have created uh, on April 8, 2024 and this is all about this guys and you can monitor here and you can see health checks here and everything you can check here. So let's quickly come to load balancers and here you can see we need to reload this and we need to drop down this. Here you can see here we need to select my target group for application load balancer. We have created this right now. Need to select this and in this target group we have given our EC2 instances. So come down and you need to select create load balancer. So now it will create a load balancer. You can see it was throwing message like successfully created load balancer and the load balancer name is my application load balancer for a demo. So let's go to load balancers and here you can see this is the load balancer. So when I say here you can see right now the status is in provisioning state. We need to see it in add to state then only it will work guys. We need to copy this DNS name and let's open it in a new tab. And when I select enter it will not work. You can see the site can't be reached. So because it is in provisioning state guys to we need to see here add to state and it takes nearly 3 to 4 to 5 minutes to come to add to state. Meanwhile I will explain this. So when I select this load balancer here you can see these are the details. The load balancer type which I have created is application load balancer. Right now the status is in provisioning state. We need to see here add to state. Under this VPC we have created this load balancer and the IP address type is IPv4 and we have created on April 8, 2024 and these are the subnets. And these are the subnets we have added the subnets to this load balancer, and these are the listeners and rules, guys. Listener is HTTP. Right now we are using HTTP, and this is the default port number of HTTP. And we have added this target group. We have given this target group to this load balancer. So forward to this target group. That means when we hit this, when we hit this, it will ask a target group to which we want to distribute the traffic. Then it will distribute the traffic to these two EC2 instances, guys. So that's why we created target groups. So let's go to network mapping. Here you can see all the network mapping, and under security, this is the security group which we are using for this load balancers and instances and everything. So let's reload this again. Again, still it is in provisioning state, guys. We need to see this in active state, and you can see it is in active state, guys. So let's directly come here. So when I reload this, you can see hello Vijay from 10.0.0.0.254. So this is the private IP address. Let's come here. 254 is instance 1. Here you can see for instance 1, the private IP address, private IPv4 address is 10.0.0.0.254. Here you can see 254. Again, when I reload this, it will distribute traffic, guys. 10.0.1.229. So when I come to instances, so when I select instance 2, here you can see 10.0.1.229. And here you can see 10.0.1.229. And this is how it will distribute the traffic, guys. That's why we use load balancer to distribute the traffic between EC2 instances. So here you can see it was continuously distributing the traffic. So let's do one thing. Let's go to target groups. And here target groups, we have given two targets, which is like instance 1 and instance 2. So uh, if you want to add one another EC2 instances, you can directly create an EC2 instance, and you can add here that EC2 instance, guys. And let's create right now. Here you can see it was distributing to only two EC2 instances. That is these two EC2 instances. And let's create one another EC2 instance. Let's attach that EC2 instance to this target group to distribute the load between another EC2 instance. Okay, guys. And let's create another EC2 instance. Select launch instance, and here you can see right now we have created under USS 1A and USS 1B. These are the availability zones, and we need to create EC2 instance in another availability zone. So we need to select launch instance, and here we need to give the instance name and giving instance 3, and we need to select AMI type like Amazon Linux. You can select whatever you want, guys. I'm going to select Amazon Linux, and this is the instance type. We need to select the key pair, and we need to select the VPC. Under this VPC, I am going to create this. And previously, we have created under public subnet 1. That means availability zone 1A and public subnet 2 availability zone 1B. We have created this two. Now we are going to create public subnet 3. And this is under availability zone of US East 1C. So we need to select security group, and the default storage is 8 GB, and select advanced details. And let's write here user data. And I'll copy this again, and I'll paste it here. So same, guys, it will display message like hello Vijay from, it will display host name. That means it will display private IP address of instance 3. And here you can see we have created under availability zone US East 1C. So let's launch instance, select instances now, and let's reload this. And you can see instance 3 is in pending state, and let's keep instance state is equal to running. And let's reload this. Let's wait for some time, guys. And after creating this EC, you can see instance 3 is in running state, but it is in initializing state, guys. So let's copy public IPv4 address and paste it here. It will not work immediately, guys, because we need to see here 2 by 2 checks pass. Here right now it is in initializing state. After it comes to 2 by 2 checks pass, let's attach this EC2 instance 3 to this target group, guys. So when we added this instance 3 to this target group, This load balancer will distribute the load between these three EC2 instances, guys. So let's come here and let's reload this. And it is in initialization state. So let's come here and let's reload this. And you can see it was working. Hello Vijay from 10.0.2.109. At last you can see 2.109. So when I come here, here you can see at last 2.109. So now let's add this instance tree to this load balancer. So we need to add this to target group. So when I come here, this is the load balancer DNS name. So when I reload this, it was distributing the traffic to two different EC2 instance, guys. You can see it was distributing to 0.254. That means it is instance 1. So when I reload this, this is instance 2. So it was distributing to this two EC2 instances. Let's add this instance 3 also. Let's go to target groups. And here we need to select register targets. And here you can see this is the instance 3. Right now we have created and we need to select this instance 3 and you need to select include as pending below. Right now you can see we have added instance 3 also. Here you can see and we need to select register pending targets. You need to select this. So when I reload this, you can see in targets 3 instances we can see it is in initializing state, guys. We need to see here a healthy state. And let's see again private IP address of our instance 3 is 2.109. Let's come here and let's reload this again, guys. 2.103, sorry, 2.109. Here you can see 2.109 and 2.109 is coming, guys. Here you can see it was distributing the load to 2.109. So this is how load balancer works, guys. Right now it was distributing the load to these three EC2 instances, guys. In target groups, you can see we have three different EC2 instances. So let's cross check this. 2.109 is instance 3. Here you can see 2.109 is instance 3. And let's reload this again. 0.254. At last you can see. So let's come to instances and let's select instance 2 and let's select instance 1. Here you can see 0.254. Here you can see 0.254. This is instance 1 and we need to see instance 2. So when I select reload 1.229. So when I come here, so when I select instance 2, 1.229. So here you can see, guys, it was distributing the load to these three EC2 instances. Here you can see when I reload, it was continuously distributing the load to these three EC2 instances. And this is how load balancer work, guys. And these are the three EC2 instances. And you can see in target group these three EC2 instances. And if you want to deregister any of the EC2 instance, so let's see if you want to deregister this instance 2, directly select this and come here and select deregister. You need to select instance and you need to select deregister. And it will not distribute load to this instance 2, guys. Now here you can see it is in draining. So when I come here, let's see instance 2 private IP address. Instance 2 private IP address is 1.229. Now it will not work, guys, because we deregistered in target groups. So let's come here and let's reload this. You can see it was distributing to only two EC2 instances, but it was not distributing to the third EC2 instances. We have deregistered that. You can see, guys, it was not showing 1.229 IP. So we have deregistered that. You can see it is in draining state. It was gone, guys. It will not work. You can see successfully deregistered one target. So now it will not work, guys. That means it will work, but it will not distribute the load to that EC2 instance. It will only distribute to these two EC2 instances. And to check the log data between, that means if you want to check the log data, let's connect to this instance one session SSH. We need to paste this and here EC2 hyphen user and OK. Why it was not working? Let's see. For this, EC2 key. Okay, let's log in again. Let's remove this. We need to paste private IP address here and EC2 hyphen user. We need to give the path of the key pair, guys. Here you can see EC2 key. Okay. Okay, you can see it was connected. Let's see. Sudo m update hyphen y and sudo hyphen I to become root user. Now let's see the logs of our load balancer, guys. So you need to come to cd where log, and here you need to select HTTPD. And when I hit LL, here you can see access logs and error logs. You need to go to access log. So tail hyphen 50f access logs. So you can see it was showing all the logs of instance one, guys. Here you can see this is the instance one. Here you can see continuously it was showing like 8th April 2024. Right now the date is 8th April, guys. It was continuously showing the load. So when I reload this, it will continuously generate logs, guys, here. So when I come here, you can see it was continuously generate logs, guys. So you can see the log data here also same like this. You can log into instance 2 and you can check the logs, or else you can log into instance 3 and you can check the logs. And this is how load balancer work, guys. And now this is all about this video. And if you want to delete this load balancer, and my suggestion is after completing this video, after completing your practice or it may be anything, try to remove this load balancer, guys, because load balance is not free. It will charge some of the amount from you, not some of the amount. It will charge a large amount from you. So that's why try to remove this load balancer. So if you want to remove this target group first, it will not remove, guys. First you need to remove load balancer. After that only you can remove target group. So let's try to remove this target group. Go to action. So when I select this, it will not delete, guys. You can see it will throw an error. My target group for application load balance is currently in use by a listener or a rule. So it was selecting right now. It is in working. So we need to remove load balancer first, guys. So directly select this and select actions, and you need to select delete load balancer, and you need to select confirm, and you need to select delete. So you can see, guys, our load balancer has been deleted. Right now we don't have any load balancers. So when I come to target groups, we need to select actions and we need to select delete target. You need to select delete and you need to select S delete. Target group currently in use. So let's reload this. Let's go to actions, select delete. Yes, delete. And you can see, guys, our successfully deleted target group. It was throwing messages. Right now we don't have target group and we don't have load balancer. And when I select this, it will not work, guys. This is the load balancer DNS name. Now it will not work. You can see it was continuously loading, but it will not work because we removed target group and we removed an application load balancer. So you can see, guys, it was not working. So yes, guys, this is all about this video, and try to do this project, guys, and not project, try to do this video. And yes, guys, if you like my video, please do like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel, guys, and see you in the next video. Bye.